I got a super interesting email today from a driver, and he actually didn't name the company. I wish he did. I asked him where it is. So this is super interesting, and why I really encourage people, especially company drivers, to not go off duty. And I'm going to say duty a lot in this video, which is going to be hilarious to me. I'm going to try to get through it without laughing. Do not go off duty when you're really not off duty, and here's why. Hello, and welcome to Trucking Answers. I'm Mark, your on-duty host. So this fascinating email comes in from a driver. Here's the story and the full dealio that I got from him. So a driver is at a location where he just picked up a trailer or whatever, and he's out, walking around by the truck or something, and he feels something in his leg go bad, like a snapping or something like that. Gets in the truck, pain, right? Lots of pain. Okay. So then he gets ready, takes off or whatever, and actually later that day ends up going to the hospital. His leg becomes useless. Kind of like a safety department at most companies. Bazinga! And, okay, enough with the jokes. All right, Mark, that wasn't even a joke. All right, back to what I'm doing. So then he files a claim, because he's going to be off apparently for like 6 to 8 weeks for physical therapy. Something with his hamstring went bad. Anyhow. And so he files a claim with workers' comp with his company, and he's a company driver, a W-2 company driver. You know what they say to him? Oh, no workers' comp for you. Why? Because he was off duty at the time. Many of you people, okay, will go off duty at shippers, at receivers, all over the place when you shouldn't be off duty. Normally, it's not a problem, and normally companies don't care, right? Because then it gets them more miles so you can drive. But here, they looked it up, and he was off duty when that happened. And what they said to him is, hey, we're not responsible for workers' comp if you aren't working. And a driver has to go in the ELD and choose off duty, right? It won't automatically go to off duty. So that means the driver went in and manually chose off duty, which means the driver is saying, I have no responsibility for work, for the equipment, and I can pursue activities? I can pursue activities of my own choosing at a location of my choosing. Okay? That means you're not working. That's important, because this driver now needs all this medical care, workers' comp, stuff like that, and the company's like, no, we're not doing it because you're not working. But, and I love this, the company sent him a picture of their driver manual, which is also in my driver manual and almost every one that people have sent to me, and probably most companies' driver manual, which is, if you falsify your log, you can be terminated immediately without malice, right? Immediate termination. Okay, so they said, look, if you're saying that you falsify your log, we would have to give you workman's comp. But here's where it says in your driver manual that we would then have to terminate you for falsifying your log. So what are you going to do? And the driver said, asking me what he should do. Do I tell him I falsified my log? Do I not? And what I said is, look, go talk to an attorney. I'm not one. But I really think that this driver needs to speak with a workers' comp attorney to see what their next best move is on this, because this company, super clever. He didn't say what it was. I wrote back to him and said, hey, you want to tell me where this is or not? Maybe he won't because he doesn't want to get in trouble any more than he probably already is. But I think that's very clever of them to say that. And here's the thing, when you go off duty, you're not just going off duty, okay? You're saying I'm not working. So then the things that you're covered by work for are no longer covering you. Like, you're injured at a location, well, you're not working. So you're just out there wandering around on your own time. And if you say, well, I did that wrongly, how do? You have to choose that. It isn't an accident or anything else. And I'm sure there's tons of other times in there where the driver is chosen off duty. And that's a real problem. And it's a real problem for this driver. I hope he does go talk to an attorney, but I want you to really think about that before you go off duty. You shouldn't do that because it only benefits your employer anyway. Like this, where they may get the benefit of saying, hey, we're not going to pay all these medical bills. You may have benefited them thousands of dollars, cost yourself your job maybe, or thousands of dollars for hitting that. And it's more proof that companies could care less about you. They'll immediately throw you under the bus, fire you, get rid of you, whatever it takes, as soon as it's convenient to them and you are an inconvenience to them. Please, I encourage you to log legal all the time. If you're working, You're working and you're on duty. That's what work is. Okay, it is on duty. Do not do this to try to benefit yourself by a few minutes. You could be costing yourself thousands and thousands of dollars. Because I thought about this. Say he says, all right, I falsify my log. They'll fire him and put that down, log falsifications on his, on his record. And so then the next place calls and they go, yeah, we had to fire him for falsifying his log. That could be a problem getting a job. It could be. And I don't want that for anybody. I think it's a pretty interesting way to do it. You got to give them this. That's pretty clever thinking on their part. So that's why lawyers get the big bucks and I don't. All right. So be careful on your log. Thanks for watching. We'll be back soon with another Trucking Answers.